So in this game, this is gonna be CL Arabia, and we have MbL playing as Franks versus Vivi, who is gonna be playing as Indians. MbL on the left hand side is gonna be getting 25% faster working foragers, free farm upgrades, 20% more HP on cavalry units, and 25% cheaper castles. That pig or Vivi is gonna be getting cheaper villagers, incrementally cheaper as the ages go on. He's also gonna be getting extra pierce armor on camels. He's gonna be getting faster working fishermen. And yeah, team bonus for Indians is also extra damage against buildings from camels, and in the case of MbL's Franks, he's gonna be getting extra line of sight on the nightline units. Besides that, taking a look at the map, MbL is getting the secondary gold towards the left, he is getting the main gold and the third gold towards the right hand side. There's a hill over here that's also very close to the secondary stone. Main stone for him is on the back, so playing as Franks, I expect him to go for castles eventually, of course. And that's going to be very useful for taking full map control here, especially as he's only got 2 wool lines. And his map is very open, and his resource spawning locations is not very good. So what a situation for Vivi. Yeah, berries are on the back, but a little bit far away. Main goal is forward. It's kind of close to the TC. The stone is a little bit to the side or to the north. Then we have the secondary gold and the third gold all the way to the right hand side and the south area. Very, very far away from the TC. This one is even around the wool line over here, so it's going to be kind of tricky for him. Besides that, well, this matchup should be going in favor of Indians, but we have seen him struggle against Franks, especially during recent tournaments. So reason for that is that Franks can go for halberdier, of course, and they can, yeah, they can also get throwing axemen, which is something you would be struggling against if you went for ranged units to counter, yeah, to counter the halberdier. In terms of gunpowder, both civilizations get pretty much everything. We get Bark cannons, if I'm not mistaken, hand cannoneer for both players, halberdier for both players. Eco is going to be insane for the Indian player, so if you wanted to just boom, he could potentially get away with doing that. So you could use camels defensively only, and then he could go for the boom. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what Vivi is going to go for. He's also a player well known to go for hyper aggressive moves and tactics, so I will not be surprised to see him go forward as well. But I don't know, with this matchup I would probably just expect them to stick to Scout War in Feudal Age, and then transition into regular Knights for Franks and Camels for Indians in Castle Age. And Indians should be getting the lead in terms of eco to go up to Imperial Age a little bit faster, but Franks are gonna have an easier time claiming map. Let me take a look at something though. So if I'm not mistaken, Indians do not get crop rotation. Yeah, so I was correct. So late game is also gonna be better in terms of resources for the Frank player. They get two man saw, they get crop rotation for free as well. And oh my god! What a surprise! Vivi's going forward. Now, one of the last videos that we uploaded on MbL Official's YouTube was a trash from Vivi onto MbL. And yeah, Vivi won that game, and the name of the video was How to Trash, because Vivi is a master at doing this. But I am not really sure if it's going to work in this game. MbL already spotted him, because of course he did. And now Vivi is going to be here with his own scout. Both players going up to the Feudal Age at about the same time as well. And what is the eco behind the tower push? So Vivi is not transitioning any villagers to stone yet. So he's just banking the resources as much as possible. But sending 4 villagers forward is definitely towers. So getting the barracks up is nice. There we go. Feudal Lich has been reached. So now we're gonna see stables coming up for both players. Archer ranges coming up for Vivi, sorry. Yeah, it's very rare that you're gonna see players going forward with stables. But anyway, we're gonna see a spearman coming out over here, and then we're gonna see archers or skirmishers. But MbL, being aware of this, should be going for his own archer range soon. He's not gonna have the resources now though, and he's probably gonna be investing a little bit into towers and potentially quick walling as well, so he's not gonna be getting the resources anytime soon. But he's doing a very decent job, so he is closing the gap over here. He's gonna be walling towards the TC to make Vivi do this exactly. Alright, so spearman and skirmisher. Defensive tower coming up, and he's been walling the left hand side already quite well. So what I'm intrigued by right now is that Vivi, I think, is not taking any stone. He's gonna start taking stone right now. So you're not gonna be able to follow that initial tower just yet, not immediately. And MbL's massing the scouts. He is going to need the ranged units, so I would like to see an archery range coming up at some point, although he does not have a lot of resources. The game's looking pretty good for Vivi, to be honest. Both players with idle villagers over here. This should be going in favor of MbL 100%. He's got an extra villager inside the tower. And this is a very nice army composition as well. So he knows the Frank player is going to want to go for scouts to take advantage of the 20% extra HP. And he's going for spearmen. And he's going for skirmishers to potentially counter archers or skirmishers coming up from Vivi. From MbL, sorry, potentially. It's very hard for the red player to approach this army without risking losing a lot of units. So MbL's going for a watchtower, a preemptive watchtower, and I think he really knows about this. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the forward from the red player. We already have a defensive spearman over here. Against 3 scouts is going to be fine, although against 3 Frank scouts might not be that fine, as they are not going to be losing as much HP. And what sucks right now for Vivi is that he needs to send the spearman from all the way... Yeah, all the way back from MbL's base. Which is of course the downside of going for forward military buildings, right? Don't have military production back at home. Let's see, that's going to be the first villager going down in favor of MbL, I think. Yes! He did the damage, now he lives. Very well played. And Vivi, man! Oh no! Losing the first villager! The first forward villager. Gonna be left with only 3 units. And let's take a look at... Oh, very nice wall! Very nice quick wall, and now he needs to delete this. Otherwise he's gonna be wasting resources. And he's fine. He's in an okay spot. Vivi should be able to defend now. Still though, those 2 villagers are going to leave him 2 villagers behind, of course. And this is very well played. MbL probably already did enough damage. Taking the villager with the tower, taking the villager with the scouts. Now this one is very, very low HP as well. So not really a fan. That tower is going to be nice. It's going to push MbL away from that wool line. But he's going to need to come back here. Potentially go for another tower over there. No more losses for Vivi back at home. And those scouts are still with decent HP. But he needs to pay attention over here. He cannot just We'll let the spearman to do that thing and leave. Because MbL, you can trust me, he is going to take advantage of this weak scout, this weak villager, sorry. Or any other weak villagers that might be around. Take a look at the micro nerd. Take a look at the micro nerd. Take a look at the micro nerd. Oh no, he went. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. And he took one hit from the scout. From the spearman onto the scout, sorry. But he got the villager. And that is the micro nerd for everyone. By the way, I should update the title here. Sorry. We're gonna follow these units while I update the title. MbL versus Vivi. Alright, he lost the scouts finally. And we updated the title. Perfect. MbL did a very good job here over, yeah, back at home as well. So he's gonna be taking the final 4 villager from Vivi. And that means that, yeah, the red player is gonna be in a very nice position. He is already 6 extra villagers. We have more military units from blue, but those are only defensive spearmen, so not very valuable. And this I am not really sure if I like it. He's trying to expand his eco, and good thing that he's got cheaper villagers, man, because he's gonna be saving a little bit of food, especially as MbL's been going for a lot of scouts. But I don't know if bringing 5 villagers forward, this is pretty YOLO, and I'm not really sure if this is gonna be worth it or not. I am not very convinced. Now he's gonna be getting spotted by MbL as well, so red player definitely knows what's going on. Wheelbarrow on the way for MbL as well. That's gonna close the villager gap a little bit. How many farmers do we have for both players? Yeah, we have more farmers for MbL at this point in time. He needs those, of course. His army is very, very food intensive. He doesn't want to risk losing another villager, although he is going to lose another one here. But Vivi's on his way to Castle Age. MbL on the other hand is going for full Feudal Age. He does not have enough resources to click up. And these 5 villagers from Vivi are about to become only 4, and no, he's not quick walling, He needs to quick wall, but he's bringing now the archer and the spearman around, and he needs to take care of the scouts, but he's gonna be losing another villager. No! He saved the girl for just... by just a hair. Usually you would use Control A hotkey and Capture H to take a look at the HP pool, but actually this has a lot of villagers in it as well, so yeah, definitely in favor of MbL, of course. That's 8 villagers, 7 villagers that he's got fighting over there. And there's only 2 villagers left for Vivi, and the question now becomes, what is Vivi going to do in Castle Age? So he's gonna have access to better units. And he's been going for archers without fletching. And let's take a look over here. So MbL is going forward. What is he gonna do? Drop a tower here close to the goal. Nice. Could potentially go for another tower over here eventually, and Vivi is gonna be getting bloodlines. And MbL already has enough resources to go up to Castle Age, and he's clicking up now. Just as Vivi finishes building this, or researching that. And we see 2 camels immediately getting killed. So there we go. Camels going forward. Another villager going down for Vivi. Oh man, his eco was kind of weak, and now he's not gonna be able to finish that tower. And these scouts, these camels should be enough to clean this up, right? They have extra pierce armor. And yeah, that tower should be going down, so now MbL is definitely losing the edge. But he's got a lot of villagers over here, and we have 5 camels chasing the villagers away. MbL could potentially lose 6 villagers over there. 7 actually, he already lost 1. He already lost 3. Oh, he needs to focus the villagers. He needs to focus the villagers. He can get rid of the spearmen as well, but I think he needs to get as many villagers as possible. That is going to decrease the villager difference to only 10. Make that knight. Knight? No, 9. That villager needs to go down as well, so Vivi's doing a good job targeting it. Yeah, and go back now. So we're gonna see pikemen and crossbows coming up from MbL, but the villager lead has been decreased to only 5. After Vivi lost 9 forward villagers, so pretty good stuff. He's also got the better eco as well. He's got double bit axe, he's got bowsaw. MbL is going for the TC, so he's gonna be booming a little bit, and Vivi, recognizing that instantly, is gonna be going for a TC himself. So Vivi should have a much easier time booming. We're gonna see skirmishers coming up from Vivi. Alright, so skirmishers. And camels as well, so he's still going for camel production. Cannot go only for skirmishers, of course, because the Frank player is gonna go for knights and he's gonna wreck you. Yeah, MbL is also gonna be clearing that tower up, so he's gonna be getting access to the second gold, second wood line that he has been missing. And yeah, that's a very nice TC position. I would like to see another TC coming up here, and I think that, he's gonna go for that after getting the tower down. Third TC coming up for Vivi as well over here. And he should have spotted MbL's army. Stone walls. Yeah, he spotted the army as well. Very nice play from Vivi to send those camels forward. Now MbL can delete 2 of those, and he can go for a TC over here. But over here, back at Vivi's base, MbL managed to sneak in, although we had 2 TCs very close to one another over there, so those units are not going to be very effective. We also have defensive TC over here, so Vivi going for a very safe base. Now he is going to be catching up in villager eventually, villager count, and MbL is going to go for the third TC. There we go. Don't have the elite skirmisher upgrade yet for Vivi. And this should be going in favor of MbL just because of the spearmen. So that's one of the issues with Indians. It's definitely something they've been struggling with lately. Getting hard countered by this exact army composition. Because you can defend knights with pikemen. If you just get like 3-4 knights, you can tank skirmishers. And then your skirmishers are not going to be able to counter the pikemen and the crossbows, right? So you're going to need something else. That is the exact same. That is the exact army composition that MbL is going for. And we're going to need something else from Vivi, who is still sticking to camels only. Now camels can potentially work. Getting the monastery is going to be a good one. Getting siege also going to be quite helpful. Siege for archers. And monks for knights, of course. Without knights, you're going to be able to use your skirmishers quite effectively. But take a look over this. Over here, MbL's been taking stone quite heavily, and he's sending a lot of villagers forward, so he's going to be dropping a castle. over here. It's a very aggressive one. It's gonna be pushing Vivi away from the main gold, and Vivi is not on the secondary or the third gold yet. So I would have liked to see a TC over here at some point in time, but now we're gonna see a lot of camels over here. We're gonna see the mangonel. MbL is gonna try to relocate the castle, and where is he gonna place it? He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. And this is not bad. This is not bad. He needs to attack ground and take care of the pikemen. And now he can clean this up with the monk as well, converting the knight over there. Oh, but that's a very weak knight as well. It's gonna go down instantly. MbL is gonna try to get the castle over here, but he should be getting the knight. We have two magnets. Two magnets should be taking care of the pikemen. Let's see. Oh, very nice attack, and that's a lot of damage being taken by MbL, and that mana is probably gonna be going down, but at the very least it's diverting some of the pikemen attention towards the Maganer rather than the camels, so it's fine. Now these guys, Indian camels, yeah, already with scale, Bardin armor, are gonna be taking the arrows, no problem, and MbL is gonna be falling behind the villager. He's gonna be losing the stone over there. He's still gonna have enough to go for another one if he wanted to, but he should be losing this. So barracks coming up for the red player. He's gonna be going for more barracks, and he's gonna be going for full pikemen. And pikemen should be getting countered quite heavily by skirmishers, but at this point in time, Vivi is just sticking to camels. Siege workshop coming up, and this should be good. MbL is about to take a huge hit. No! Nice micro. But this is very nice. MbL's trying to save the 4 villagers. We're gonna see the first monk over here, or we're gonna see the first conversion over here from MbL's monk. Not gonna happen. But yeah, that castle should be getting 100% denied. A castle coming up over here for Vivi, who's been abusing the market. Yeah, buying some stone to get this up. Meanwhile, in terms of eco, both players are on 3 TCs. MbL's quite safe, of course. He's been undisturbed back at home. Then we have Vivi going for a TC over here, trying to go for a TC. Actually doesn't have enough resources, so he's going to be going for a lumber camp. And MbL, yeah, he's going to be losing that stone for sure. Now that's a lot of castles, and the problem right now for Vivi is that his army is very unit dimensional. So getting that castle lab is going to be prioritary. He's going to be getting a conversion. That's nice, that's nice. And yeah, what is MbL going to do next? Well, he's going to go for a castle over here. What is that castle going to do? Not a whole lot, but taking a look at his resources, he could potentially expand his food eco a little bit more, try to push for Imperial Age. Vivi's gonna be saving a lot of food from villager production. And archery range coming up. Archery range is coming up for Vivi, so finally, very nice. And MbL still losing more and more villagers. Now the villager lead in favor of the blue player. The problem with these camels is, even though they do have chain barding armor, they only have forging. They're gonna be dealing only 6 damage. Yeah, only 6 damage per hit is not very good. MbL getting the quick walls and kind of failing. Gonna be losing extra villagers over here, and well, this is very nice for Vivi at least. Yeah, he's 15 villagers ahead. He's not been saving for Imperial Age though, and MbL's on the way to Imperial. So 1 castle, 2 castles for MbL are gonna be not only good for map control, but also he's gonna be producing trebuchets from those. And yeah, very unfortunate. Vivi, I feel like he's been playing quite alright here, but he's gonna need to leave. And that castle is gonna be going up. We're gonna see 2 turrets coming up here coming out from MbL, and he's gonna be able to take this castle down. He's going for another castle over here, and yeah, that is what Franks are good at. Just spam a lot of castles all over the map. Get the full map control. What is your opponent gonna do about it? They can potentially go up to Imperial H. But MbL's also beating Vivi in that regard as well, so skirmishers are nice, but they are not gonna be a counter to throwing axemen, which is what we were talking about. So pikemen hard counter the camels, they get countered by skirmishers, or your own pikemen if you want to, but both pikemen and skirmishers get countered by throwing axemen. So if you go for knights and the unique unit from the Franks, that's a very, very tough army composition to fight against. And we're gonna see Vivi definitely struggling over there, as he is still with 17 extra villagers. He's gonna be going mainly for skirmishers. And with a huge amount of army coming up from MbL, who's got 24 extra military units at this point in time. Oh, very nice attack round. Very good, very, very good. That Magnet is gonna be going down for sure, but it's already paid by itself probably. Hand Cannoneer, yeah. That's a good unit choice as well. You do need to be in Imperial Age and research chemistry though, so it's a very slow counter. What I'm most concerned is that I don't think Vivi is gonna be able to afford all the things that he needs. He's been investing a lot into this army. I'm not really sure if he's gonna be able to hold on long enough. First to see is gonna be going down. I would really have liked to see Vivi expand over here, but he's taking this one at least, so that's nice. And yeah, man, we already have a lot of turrets. We have 3 turrets for MbL. We have another one on the way, so that's gonna be 4 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have 4 turrets now for MbL. Vivi trying to raid, not gonna be able to against the pikemen. And there we go, he's going for chemistry, so he's doing exactly what you suggested. Yeah, these are recs from today, from earlier today, because we were not able to find live games. We're gonna be using these games, or the games from this series, as fillings. Oh, you saw all the other games except for this one. This is the first one. But yeah, chemistry still on the way for Vivi, and that is such a slow tech to research. If I'm not mistaken, I saw light cavalry coming up from Vivi. Yeah, it's gonna be going for light cavalry now. And MbL wants to drop another castle here. Oh, he's dropping one over here on the back of Vivi's base. And MbL's not producing anything. He's got a lot of resources. I'm not really sure what the plan is. Okay, he's going up villagers now. He's been paying attention to a lot of different places probably. Ring Archer armor coming up for Vivi as well, and those villagers in that castle is gonna be getting denied, yeah. 20 extra villagers for Vivi, so his ecos are gonna be very good, although the longer the game goes, it's gonna be probably a little bit better for Franks. Getting crop rotation as opposed to only heavy plow for Indians, it's gonna be very, very significant. There we go. As chemistry finishes researching, he's gonna queue up the first bombard cannon, and we're gonna start to see some siege against MbL's castles, who's also been losing some turrets as well, so it's not over yet by any means. V is doing a good job here, expanding his eco, going for the relics. He's pushing from the sides as well, and this is unprotected for MbL. That bombard cannon is very well protected, so that castle is eventually gonna go down, and oh, this is kind of sloppy. I guess you cannot hit the Cavalier. Oh, I saw light cavalry from Vivi. Cavalier for MbL. Yeah, he's going for some Cavalier. Not a significant number yet. Only 8. Could still be very good for raiding, especially as I think Vivi does not have pikemen even. But yeah, that castle is gonna be going down. Camels over here have been doing some good damage. But the raiding from the left hand side is gonna stop to MbL's castle over here. And MbL at this point has 6 castles all over the map. He should be losing this eventually. This is a little bit sloppy. Yeah, he's... There you go. That is what I was afraid of. He does not have pikemen, I think. And he's going for the barracks now? No, he's going for stables, so he's going to be going for camels. Yeah, but the problem is that MbL already has pikemen, so... he can easily transition into those to counter the camels. And that went down as well. So MbL's pushing quite well over here. And these are regular camels, these are not heavy camels yet. And I think he does not have a lot of upgrades on those as well. So he's got plate Bardin armor. He's got iron casting. Doesn't have blast furnace. He's going for blast furnace and heavy camel now. He should be able to defend here because he's got a lot of production. In this area alone, he's got 5 stables, and MbL is producing from 3 stables over here. So he should be able to defend. We're gonna keep an eye on this, but let's take a look at the rest of the map. So over here, MbL is still keeping the castle up by repairing it with 4 villagers. He's going for throwing axeman as well. Over here, not a whole lot going on. And over here, this is nice. MbL denying the gold. Expanding over here as well. And I think map control is definitely in favor of MbL, even though Vivi is doing a good job trying to expand. Over here now, the heavy camel upgrade is gonna finish researching at any point. And that should be enough to counter the cavalry, the cavalier. But yeah, we see now from MbL some pikemen being added into the mix, and that's gonna be a huge issue for Vivi. He's not gonna be. It's going to be very micro intensive to counter MbL's army because he needs to target the pikemen with the skirmishers. Make sure the camels don't die to those. And meanwhile, he's also trying to pay attention to some other places. Over here, he needs to garrison the villagers. He was going for a watchtower against Cavalier. That's probably not the answer. Alright, okay, this is nice. The pikemen are going to be taking a lot of damage now that the heavy camel archer... the heavy camel, sorry, has got blast furnace as well. Yeah, and MbL only's got scale mail armor. Yeah, these camels are going to be enough. MbL will need to transition into halberdier. Oh man, but going for hand cannoneer, it's alright. It counters the pikemen a lot harder than skirmishers, but it's also the same issue. He needs to try to focus fire the pikemen down. With 17 damage, they are still going to be dealing a bunch of damage to the cavalier, so that is potentially nice. A lot better than skirmishers, of course, which are only good against pikemen. But MbL's doing a good job, so he's sending Cavalier over here. He's denied this for Vivi. He's denied this for Vivi. He's still pushing here quite hard. Population now is dipping very, very low for MbL, for Vivi, sorry, as MbL keeps raiding. Pushing harder and harder. Now getting full vision of everything. And yeah, this is not looking good for the blue player anymore. He had the edge. Unfortunately, he fell behind in terms of army composition. He took a little bit too long to react to certain things and countering units from MbL. He lost the lead. Now he's 50 villages behind. He's 15 military units behind. MbL's getting close to getting pop capped. And Vivi doesn't have anything to push with right now. He's only got defensive units. Skirmishers and camels. He does not have siege. The hand cannoneer are not going to be taking down any castles. Yeah, and that's about it. So I honestly don't think there is a way back here for Vivi unless MbL stops pushing, which I don't think is going to do anytime soon. And now Halberdier upgrade coming up is going to make things even harder for Vivi. And this is nice, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. So I think we're getting closer and closer to the GG. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of MbL. Got premium until next July? Holy crap. How many times did you win the raffle, man? We're probably gonna need to change that to make it only so that new people can win, otherwise a lot of people stacking premium. Well, not a lot. I think you're the only lucky player. Have we had anyone else win the raffle more than 2-3 times? Nice, nice. Well, chainmail armor coming out for MbL. That's only gonna make it harder for Vivi to fight against the Halberdier. He doesn't have anything. He's going for archery ranges. He doesn't have resources. His population is crazy low at this point in time. MbL's pop cap. Those camels are not gonna do anything against the Halberdier. Skirmishers are not going to be adding a lot of value to his army, and even if he cleared this up, he wouldn't have anything to push with. Still waiting for the miracle, but yeah, as I said, I don't think that's going to happen unless MbL stops pushing for some reason, and he's not going to do that. Very, very unlikely to happen. Oh, you won it twice. You want reshuffles? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. There we go. GVG's as Vivi, and that's gonna be the first victory of the series, going in favor of MbL.